Reader. Okay, let's see. Hold on one sec. And everybody else can hear me, right? Everybody else has got good audio? Okay, the only thing I would tell Ann is to turn up her volume, maybe. But I'm going to go. Okay, we have 142 people on. This is incredible. This is the best thing in the world. We had an incredible month, and I know I say that every month, and I know people maybe get tired of me saying that, but it's incredible to see this growth that we're having month after month after month. And tonight we wanted to take some time to recognize some people, to talk about what we've got coming up. We've got some exciting announcements that we're going to talk about at the end of the call, so that just makes you stay on the whole time. We're going to hear from our new executive directors. We have 3 of them. We're going to listen to each of them tonight, give a couple of minutes on how they did that and to recognize them. And I don't know if you guys have seen in your back office the new Cruise promo scoreboard that we just put up, I think, today. We had to switch it up a little bit. There were some that were on there on, I think, Friday that we put up that wasn't exactly the right one, but this new one went up today. And I'm going to start with that because this is getting so much fun to see this leaderboard. We already have 19 people that are already qualified for the cruise. And then we have another, 30, 40, 50 that are above 15 points. We are going to fill this cruise boat, and we're going to talk a little bit about that in a little bit. But I wanted to go through this and talk about at least those that are qualified for the cruise right now. And then everybody, if you want to see the full list of people through the back office, it is there, at least the first, I think, 20. And then you can go under, I think, your files or your documents in your back office. Let me tell you exactly where. Company files, and you can see it there under Cruise Leaderboard. You can see the entire leaderboard. But I'm going to talk a little bit about those, or I want to kind of mention those because it's pretty incredible. Allie Holt is in the lead still with 63 points. That is more than double what is needed to qualify, 63 points. Brooke Gray at 56 points. Courtney Matsuno, 43 points. Dear Violet LLC, 38. Lindsay, I know I'm going to mess up this name, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Colton Nicky, 35 points. Heidi Reed, 34. Katie Harlan, who I can see right there at 34 points. Brittany Duncan, 34 points. Tess Davis at 33. Stacey Valtiera, 33. Casey Worthman, 33. Katie Ganderton at 32. Leah Larson, 32. Tia Wilson, 32. Stephanie Barney, 31. Morgan Meter, 31. Jessica Chait, 30. Sarah Anderson and Holly Sackler also with 30 points. All of these people with a month to go are already qualified for this cruise, which is incredible. And then, like I said, we have another 50 that are over 15 points and another 20 on top of that that are over, or 25 that are above 10 points. So there's still a ton of time to qualify for the cruise. There is nothing that we'd love more than to have that whole boat full of Zaya reps and have as much fun as possible. This is incredible. And you can see it from every team. There's so many different teams, so many different groups that are working out there. And we've got people from all over the place, every part of the country, every different group. New people that have been in for less than 2 months. We've got people that have been in for over a year, which is really cool to see that it's not only for those that are new that maybe are just getting started or those that have been in forever. It is literally everybody out there is having success with this. And again, with this month coming up and the launches that we have this week, next week, the week after, and then the 4th week, it's going to be crazy. But again, we'll talk about this in a little bit towards the end of the call about the cruise a little bit more. And then I wanted to, usually it doesn't take this long, but again, every person that is rank advanced deserves to be recognized. And I'm going to go through this list, and it's incredible. It doubles like every single month. We've got more and more people rank advancing. And so bear with me, but again, every one of these people that is rank advanced deserves the recognition. We are so happy to recognize them. So junior reps, here we go. Again, with the names, I apologize in advance. Carissa Smith, Becky Grimness, Stephanie Lally, Lacey Sutton, Pure Warrior Yoga and Wellness, Maui Zaya LLC, Marine Stott, Shauna Go, Theresa Alvarez, Amy Ensminger, Catherine Kuhl, Taran Shil, oh my goodness, I am horrible, Shilhanek, Kyla Gorman, Alicia Santaramo, Jessica Mooneyham, Trinae Donovan, Catherine Dadio, Marissa Baines, Simply Posh Dance Studio, Bobby Deno, Michelle Dollison, Holly Sackler, Jessica Drummond, Tara Johnson, Kelly Friedel, Rosalind Yamamoto, gotta catch my breath, and Lane Tunstall, all hit junior rep. There's some others that went straight from rep to senior rep, and I didn't go over those, but I'll mention those in a second. But we had, 27 junior reps last month that rank advanced to junior rep. 27 of them. We've never even had close to that. That's amazing. Congrats to all of you girls for hitting junior rep, or everybody that hit junior rep last month. That is awesome. Here we go to senior rep. Alexis Maroney from California, Sheena Chips, Tara Kopp, Becca Ford, and all of them went straight from rep up to senior rep, so they didn't even go through junior rep. Dear Violet LLC, Tracy Bowden went from rep all the way up to senior rep. Melody Dreiling, Olivia McAllister went from rep up to senior rep. Amy Soda went from rep up to senior rep. Sherry Allison, Sharon Howley, Haley Verheyen, I hope I said that one right. Jacine Heinz, Marissa Mitchell, Heather Land, Amy Breckenridge. Here we go. I just want to make sure. Amanda Lowry, Leah Scrage, Jill Wander, Lowry and Training LLC. Went straight from rep. So did Jill Wander, went straight from rep up to senior rep. Lowry and Training went from rep to senior rep. Carson Champ, rep to senior rep. Nicole Volbrecht went from rep to senior rep. Then Talisi Scanlon, Rachel Shaw, Heidi Scheiner, Alyssa Beezer, Carrie Coates, Catherine Briley, Trish Kimball, and Kaylin Chupp went from rep to senior rep. I think there was more senior reps than junior reps last month. I can't even count because I'm on an Excel sheet, and I think there was like 30 of the senior reps, which is unbelievable. So congrats to all of our senior reps. And then we had 2 people this month that did something that's never been done before, and that is to go straight from rep up to director. That is, and we'll get to them in a second, but we had 9 new directors last month. Sonia Moore hit director, Tia Wilson director, Lindsay Kotelnicki went from rep, skipped junior rep, skipped senior rep, and all the way up to director. That is awesome. Paula Chavez hit director, Tracy Diotto hit director, Morgan Meter, rep, skipped junior, skipped senior, and went all the way up to director. Brooke Gray went from senior to director, and then Leah Larson went junior rep all the way up to director. So 8 directors. Sorry, 8 directors last month. And I'm losing my voice already, but here we go. Senior directors last month: Tess Davis, Katie Ganderton, Natalie Swenson, Uniformity Apparel, and Allie Hunter. 5 senior directors and 3 new executive directors: Allie Holt, Lacey Christensen, and Brittany Duncan. Altogether, 73 new reps, and that is huge. I can see some people giving a round of applause because that is unbelievable. 73 reps to do in May, and as we can, I mean, we're already up this month. We're already up over last month, which means we're probably going to have some more. We'll probably have more reps or rank advancements coming up in the call a month from now. So that's incredible. So congratulations to everybody. 181 people on the call. That is more than double what we had last month, and it's just getting better and better. But congratulations to everybody from our junior reps all the way executives for that. Megan Cloward, are you on the call? And if you are, I got to figure out how to unmute you because it is your turn to talk, but I can't see you because I think you're just on the phone. So I got to figure out how to.
Oh, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, you're good. Okay, Megan, I'm turning the time over to you for a minute. Talk about something very, very important. So the time's yours.
Yes. Well, before I talk about that, I wanted to talk about something even more important, and that's this little nugget I've got here in my arms. She's the reason why I've been MIA for the past month or so and why I'm still a little slower to get back to you guys. But this is Zoe. She's 6 weeks, and yeah, if she wasn't so cute, then I wouldn't want to snuggle her all the time and not respond so quickly to your guys' emails. So thanks for your patience on that. And I am up here. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Utah before, but I'm up at Snowbird. If you can see that, these beautiful mountains. And if you have not been to Utah, you now have the perfect excuse to come to Utah and see these beautiful mountains firsthand at our upcoming summit, which I'm sure a lot of you know is in September. It is September 8th. It's up in Park City. We're going to be at the New Park Hotel. So it's Saturday, September 8th. For all of you that came last year, you know how awesome and what a great event it is. So we want you guys who have been there and done that to kind of, firsthand spread the word and get all your reps and your team excited about it. We've already started to plan for it. We've got great things in store for you guys. Not only will you hear from Zach and Jeremiah and Aaron, you might even hear from me. But we've got some great guest speakers that we have coming. Last year we had that awesome gal, that top leader with Mary Kay, a big influencer in the industry. So we've got a bunch of people lined up like that. So you're not going to want to miss it for many reasons, but if nothing else, just come to hang out with some cool chicks and have a mom weekend or a girls weekend. As much as I love this cute girl and my kiddos, I'm kind of looking forward to a weekend away and getting to spend more time with you guys and get to know you more on a personal level and not just through your emails. So that is September 8th in Park City. So start looking for flights if you're out of town. Start making travel arrangements. And we're excited to see all you guys then. And if we can't see you then, we've got the upcoming event in Chicago, June 30th. I've never been to Chicago. I don't know if it offers scenery like this or maybe something a little flatter, but so yeah, any of you who have come to our mini summits, we've had one in Baltimore and one in Salt Lake. But again, if you've been, you know how great they are, how much they're worth your time. Get your teams excited, do everything you can to be there. So again, that's Saturday, June 30th. Both summit tickets you can purchase in your back office. The SKU number for Chicago's ticket is 1040, and that's $20. Zoe does not like me talking in her ear. And then the ticket for Park City for the big summit is 1001. I kind of feel like I'm a bingo caller. That's 1001. And that is $150. We've got some great swag that we're excited to give you guys for that. We're going to do all sorts of recognition, recognize our top leaders, give away some great stuff. So you're not going to want to miss either. But if you can only come to one, come to the big one in September. And for those of you who we haven't met, we look forward to meeting you guys. And for all of those who we have met, we look forward to seeing you guys again. So be sure to be there. Thanks, gals.
Perfect. Thank you, Megan. I know with the baby, it's a little bit of a sacrifice for you. So we appreciate you getting on. And again, these summits, this is for those that were in Baltimore, those were in Salt Lake, get to Chicago. Anybody that's close there that hasn't been to the mini summit yet, get to Chicago and then make sure that you and your entire team get to Park City with us in September. It's going to be awesome. And we're very, very excited for what we've got in store. But we got to get going. So let's see. We're going to start with our first executive. And again, we just want to, these three ladies that have hit executive this month, it's no small feat, and they have done such an amazing job, and we want to recognize them. But I always feel like the best recognition is for them to talk a couple minutes and kind of give us their, a little bit of their story. And some of these people you've already heard from before, but hitting executive it's a huge milestone, and we like to hear kind of the story and how they did it, and maybe that can help you guys and inspire you to do the same. So we're going to start with the first one I see, which is Allie Holt. She's looking at me. She knew it was her. I could tell she knew. I'm going to unmute you, Allie. And again, congratulations on hitting executive and for all that you do. And let me, hold on, why is it not? Oh, there you go. All right, perfect. Time is all yours.
Okay, thank you. All right, I'm really nervous tonight because anyone who was at the Utah Mini Summit knows that I showed up with like a binder full of like 5 pages full of what I was going to say, and I actually didn't use any of it, so I didn't even write anything down tonight. So it's all coming from here and here, so hopefully it'll be good. So I think what you guys wanted me to talk on was just how I advanced to executive and kind of how I did it so quickly. I think that's what they were asking. So I actually advanced to senior director last month, and honestly, executive wasn't even really on my brain. My group volume kind of just barely skimmed over for me to hit senior director, so I was super excited about that and kind of comfortable with being there. And then honestly, to hit the executive this next month, well, last month, I guess, it really came down to my team, and I not finally, because I've always appreciated my team, but I really think I noticed how big of an impact what the people under you actually do for you, because I truly could not have done it by myself. I think the other ladies will probably be saying something similar. So I started the month of May with 40, I'm going to think if this is right, 40 reps on my team, and everyone combined recruited 31 more in just the month of May. So I went from 40 to 71, which, as you can imagine, with that kit volume, it just took my team group volume numbers crazy. It went crazy. And so, towards the last week of the month, I realized, hey, I can do this. I can hit executive this month. And so for me to try to hit that, I had to really pull I had to pull some strings. I had to have a couple Facebook parties. I had to do whatever I could do to try to hit that. And also part of it was really going and looking at my downline and seeing where I could help my girls advance, and looking at, where I could get more volume from my girls. So in doing so, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I also was able to help other girls rank advance where maybe they wouldn't have noticed that they were that close to rank advancing. And so they helped me, and it was a lot of teamwork. And I was up till literally midnight the night before June 1st, May 31st. I was up till midnight with Amy. I don't know if she's here, but me and Amy were working hard. We were trying to get last minute orders put through, and both of us advanced, and we were just cheering each other on. It was really, really cool to kind of do that together. I'd also been working with Tia throughout the day and trying to see how I could make her hit, or help her hit director. And anyway, it was definitely teamwork, and it was really cool to be a part of that experience, because honestly, like, you can't do it by yourself. You really can't. And so having that huge team under you is key. And of course, having I had to have my personal sales there. So I had that from the past few months where sales were really good. And as we all know, May was kind of a rough month with inventory and trying to make it work with selling things that weren't actually in stock. So we still pulled through with that. And I think I was able to use that volume that I had accumulated with my personal sales from whenever I started, November through April, to kind of build that up and store it up so that when I was ready to hit executive, I just hit it. My group hit it and I was there. So I think that's what you guys were asking. I don't know if you wanted me to talk a little bit about, I know I've had several people ask about recruiting. So I'll just mention briefly about recruiting, because I'm honestly not the best recruiter, but something that I wanted to mention that I have realized over the past few months is that your customers are your potential reps. And so as I was going back, kind of looking at my numbers and saying like, well, how many people have I actually reached out to, like point blank, hey, you should be a rep for Zia Active? When I looked back at all those numbers, it was literally 2 people out of the 28 that I have signed up myself. It was 2 people. And so I had to kind of reevaluate, I was kind of thinking like, oh yeah, I am kind of good at recruiting, but really I'm not that good at recruiting. I'm actually better at, I think, just being in touch with my customers and treating them as my potential reps. Because once you realize that your customers are the same thing as potential reps, then you realize, okay, it's way more important to build trust with those people who are already buying from you or who will be buying from you than really trying to point blank reach out to someone and say, hey, you should be a rep for Zia Active. Because I feel like that you know, it might work for somebody, but it's not going to work for the majority of people. So just really focusing on your relationships with your current customers and building their trust. Because like I said, 90% of the people that have signed up were either my friends or were people who had found me via social media and tried the products, and, you know, our personalities clicked, and yeah, they earned my trust, and then they wanted to know more about the business side of it. So that's kind of my tip, is to just treat your customers like potential reps, because that's what they are. And hopefully that's what you wanted from me. I don't know.
That is exactly it, Allie. And I think that last part that you hit on is such a huge, huge thing. As each of us, as we go out and find these customers, I love it. 2 out of your 28, it was just one of those, hey, you want to be a Zai rep? But 26 of those came from customers, or somehow was related to customers. And that's exactly what I want people to look at, because they are the ones that they know the quality, they can see what the product is, and they trust you already. So that's a perfect way of doing it. Again, thank you and congratulations. Congratulations for being #1 on the cruise board 2 months in a row, and for hitting executive.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Lacey, since I can see you second, you are up, and I know, I'm going to unmute you, but I know this hitting executive is something you have been working so hard at, and it is something so deserved. You put your heart and soul into this, and you're so passionate about it, and I wanted to congratulate you personally in front of everybody and recognize you, but take a couple minutes and kind of let us know how it went and kind of how you did it.
Okay, can you hear me?
I hear you perfect.
Okay. All right. So, well, it comes at a cost, like an ulcer, just in case you're wondering. It was definitely not easy for me. And, you know, I first of all have to say, I have to talk and say how incredible Allie is, because I've been at this since February of last year. And I joined, you know, just a little bit after the company started. And I think I had in my head that, you know, I was the first person, me and Sarah Anderson were the first people to hit director. And I hit it in 2 months. And so I think automatically in my mind, I thought, because I did that me and Sarah would stay on the same pace. And I've quickly learned in this business that is not how it works, that things can shift so quickly, and things can backfire, and things can sometimes, in my case, which you know this, Zach, sometimes your business can go backwards, and it's not always your fault. And it's just sometimes how things pan out and things that happen within your team, sometimes you can go backwards. And that was really hard for me to deal with, and it was really frustrating for me. And so when I started seeing all these other people who I had been in with from the very beginning hitting executive quicker than me, I was really discouraged. And Zach knows this. He had many conversations with me. My poor friends, Angie, Sarah, Jody, I mean, they heard about it far too much, about how I was so frustrated. But all in all, when I look at what it took to hit it, #1, it is my team. And I dump, anybody that knows me knows that I dump my heart and soul into my team. I probably put more into them than I do my own business. They are everything to me. They are the reasoning why I am where I'm at in my business. And I've formed relationships with them. And I literally can tell you, I know basically almost every single one of them. And I know the things that they want in their businesses. And I'm so grateful for them, because when it came time, that last month I looked and I said, okay, I want to hit executive this month, and I think it is possible. I hit the last day of the month, and I was speaking with Angie, and I said, Angie, it's so close, it's making me like nauseous. And she said, Lacey, you need to reach out to your team. And I said, how do you do that? How do you reach out to them? Like, I am supposed to be the person that is there for them. That's what I am here for, is I am there for them. And I decided at that moment that I was gonna just reach out to them. And it was the hardest thing I've ever done, because I'm not somebody who wants help from people. I am like that when it comes with my kids. I don't like to ask for help. And so I reached out to them, and I just said to them, you know, like, I hope that you guys know how much I love you and appreciate you. Here's what we're looking at for the end of the month with your goals. and I want to reach out to you in a different way than I typically do. I have this goal I'm trying to hit, and I want to know if you guys have any orders or things that you are planning on doing. I am so close. It's sickening how close I am. And I almost get a little tear. You know how passionate I am, Zach, about this whole thing. And my team stepped up. And the responses that I got back were things that I will never forget. And the things that people said about me and how they were grateful for what I had done for them, it made me realize it was all worth it. And they stepped up. And not only did they step up, but they stepped up so much that I surpassed that by $4,000. That in one day, I was $5,000 shy the day before. And the next, I passed it at midnight by $4,000. And that is how much my team stepped up for me. And 100% it comes down to your team, and it comes down to consistency and how bad you want it. And it can't always come at the time that you want it, but I can tell you that I tell my team all the time, how bad do you want it? And do your actions reflect how bad you want it? And I wanted it, and I wanted it bad. And it did not happen exactly when I wanted it, but I knew that if I wanted it, I was going to have to work hard for it. My team worked hard for it. It was not my victory. It was their victory. And I honestly could not be more grateful for them. So that is how I hit executive, was 100% the team that I built beneath me, who are amazing, amazing women.
I have to unmute myself. There we go. Lacey, no, and you and I, we've talked, and we've had many conversations where it's been tough, and we've talked about this, and exactly what you just said, perseverance and be disciplined and just going. You never know when it's going to be. I mean, some people hit it sooner, some people hit it later, but I can tell everybody this, and you are the perfect example of this. Anybody who wants it can get it. It is just a matter of staying with it and then having an incredible team that supports you. And I know from just talking to your team, I know how much they love you and how much they appreciate the leadership you have. So congratulations again, Lacey. We are so very, very happy for your rank advancement, and congratulations.
Thanks, Zach.
Okay, Brittany Duncan, if you're on a phone, I'm going to have you hit *6 to unmute yourself. And I'm going to see, hopefully that helps, because I can't see you on this. All I can see is names of others. Brittany, are you around? Brittany Duncan. Sorry, we've got so many people on here. I'd have to go through 9 pages. Okay, *6 will unmute you. Brittany, going once, going twice. I know she had planned on being on, so I assume something happened with the internet or with her phone or with her computer. So Brittany Duncan, who many of you know, is an incredible, incredible leader who lives in New Mexico, has been with us also from the beginning, I think, with Lacey, one of the very first to join. And she's just been so persistent and so, I mean, awesome. Again, her upline, her downline, anybody that knows Brittany, if you don't follow her on Instagram, she is just an incredible person. Outside of Zaya, she has an incredible family. She's an incredible person, and we want to recognize her as well. Hopefully we can get her on the call next time. But she's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Aaron and Jeremiah, I know everybody's still on kind of like, what's this announcement? What are we announcing tonight? What's the surprise? Jeremiah and Aaron, can you guys *6 if you're on your phones or if you're on the computer? Let me see. Okay, she's on. She just can't unmute. That's saying that Brittany Duncan is on. Okay, Brittany, I'm going to figure you out in a second, but Jeremiah, I can see you. So Jeremiah, where did you just go? I got to unmute you. Where did Maya just go?
We're here. Can you see us?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, you're on. There you are. All right, Jeremiah, you're on. I'm going to give.
Oh, no, I'll go to Aaron first. Aaron's going to talk first.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay, wonderful. So, almost officially summertime. We are here at the park, and I guess it's not officially, but we're here at the park at a family party, and I know all of you ladies, all of us moms can kind of relate. Come summertime, life has a different pace to it, right? So, which is so awesome. And what I love so much about this business is if we're at the pool, grab your laptop, bring it to the pool with you, do some work. If you're on the family vacations, you can bring your computer, do some work. but that's what's so great about this business is that we can be out with our families, have a slower pace of life, and still find success in this business. But I do want to congratulate Lacey and Allie and Brittany on hitting executive. I am so proud of you girls, and I know that it has not been super smooth always, and it hasn't come easy. You guys have worked so hard for it, and it is so deserved, and I really am so proud of you guys. So huge congratulations to you guys and to everyone who is rank advanced. It was pretty awesome getting our rank advancement list and seeing how many people were on that and are doing so well. So huge congrats to you guys. I know that we talked about a big announcement that we are going to have on the call tonight. So I want to get right to that. But we are going to be doing a retreat come probably middle of January is the dates we're looking at. Okay, definitely middle of January. But we'll be getting the exact dates out to you guys. But we're going to be doing a retreat for executives and Zaya executives. And it is going to be in the beautiful place of Cancun. So everyone, we want you there. Work hard to get there. It is going to be amazing, super cool place. And we just hope you guys will continue working towards it because we want you guys all there with us to have fun, and it will be pretty awesome. We've got some really fun things planned. So it's really exciting. And directly after this phone call, we will have on the Zaya family Instagram page, we will have a video up directly following this call. So go check it out. We'll have a little video, a little bit more information. We'll also be sending out our newsletter that will have more information on that as well. So go check those out, and it will be so much fun. I love Cancun. The beaches are amazing. Pretty quick flight for all of us, so it'll be super fun. But I am going to pass the phone over to Jeremiah now before my phone runs out of batteries.
Okay, well, that's exciting. One of the other things we wanted to talk about for the upcoming, well, what you guys will be able to see all the time is how much we love getting together, having everyone get to know each other, enjoy time together in fun places. And so we've got a ton of people that Zach already read off qualified for the cruise, and we'll have a whole bunch more people that lock down that qualification this month as the qualifications close. What we're trying to do is even extend that a little more. So what we're going to announce right now is you can guarantee a spot on the cruise by getting 30 points by the end of June. What we're trying to do is possibly extend that even into July if you have 20 to 25 points. So if you are afraid of not being able to get to the full 30 points by this month, don't give up. Get there, get as close as you can. We might be able, well, we're 95% sure that we're even going to be able to extend a little bit into July as we get closer to negotiating. Well, it's closer to having the final details after we negotiate with the cruise line. We will be able to announce what we will be able to do into July. But keep pushing, do everything you can. We would love to get as many people as possible on that cruise ship with all of us. So it's going to be fun. Congratulations to all of you who have already qualified. And we see how many are already at 20, 25 points. So close. But those of you at 10, 15 points, don't give up. Keep pushing this month. Get there. Get as close as you can, and we'll do what we can to get you on the boat even through July. So excited about everything going on. Congrats to all of you guys rank advancing. I'm going to turn the time back to Zach.
Okay, so recap. This is awesome. Executives, Zaya executives, we're going to send this out. We're going to be at the Riviera Maya all-inclusive resort, one of the most luxurious resorts in all of the Riviera Maya, which is just south of Cancun. And we'll send out a video on the Zaya Instagram page, and we're going to send out information like they said. And then as Maya mentioned, to guarantee the spot and try and do all you can to hit it in June to get on the cruise. But we are working with we are working with the cruise line because we want to get as many people. It's basically, if they'll give us more rooms, we're going to extend it to July, and we think we've got it. So yes, I love it. It's so cool. Exactly. Although I can see that backwards where it says so cool. That's okay. It's obviously backwards, but that's fine. I'm smart enough to read what it said. So cool. But these two things where we've got, the rest of the year to hit these, to hit executive or Zaya executive. And every year we're going to be we'll be doing promotions where anybody can qualify cruises, one we did to Las Vegas, but we're going to have the Zaya executive retreat every January from here on out, where we do something that's even just like, it's going to be awesome. And we couldn't be more excited. So you've got, there it is. Yes. So cool. You had to write that backwards. Awesome. So if you have that goal in mind, this is just do whatever you can to hit these ranks, and then do not stop. If you're at, like Jeremiah said, 20, 25 points, if you're just doing everything you can, do not give up, because we're going to try, we're negotiating. We are very, very, very certain that we're going to be able to get more rooms. So we're going to try and get into July and get as many people on that cruise boat as possible. Brittany, can you hear me? I know you're unmuted. I can see your phone number on here.
Yes.
There you are. Brittany is on. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I hope you heard what I said about you earlier, so I don't have to say it again. But you're an amazing leader, and we're all so excited to hear you.
Okay. Well, thank you. I was getting chased by birds, so I think I missed my cue. Okay. So kind of going off of what Chelsea and Allie were saying, I think they've said everything about truly, like, it comes down to teams and how amazing you are. How amazing the teams are. So I'm going to take it like a little bit differently, just to throw another thought out there. So as I was thinking about this today, like, how did I get to executive? The first thought that popped into my mind was, it wasn't by accident. Like, it wasn't just by chance that it happened. It was definitely like a planned, sought after thing. And I remember telling Sarah, I think it was in January, that was my goal. I told her, hey, I want to hit executive by June. So I was able to hit that. So that was, awesome. And as May crept up, or I think it was April, when I realized like it was attainable the next month, it really just kicked it up a notch. And as cheesy as, like, as an outsider looking in to ranking, because sometimes before I joined a direct sales, I'm like, ranks, like, you need the title, kind of like made me laugh about it. But it really, like, lights this fire into you. Like, I remember when I hit director, I missed the last director retreat. I hit it the next month, and I was so mad. And I told myself, like, I will never miss another one. Like, it won't be because I didn't, make it or couldn't qualify or whatever. It'll be, for whatever other reason. And so from then on, it just kind of lit a fire under me that I was like, no, I'm going to do this. And I am a person that, like, when I say I'm going to do it, I will do everything in my power to do it. And so it definitely, I would say, if anything, beyond your team, like, you plan your way there. You make those goals every single month. And I know my team probably thinks I'm such a nerd because I'm constantly talking about goals, but they're so important. And so when you're looking at, like, okay, well, to be executive, like, my team has to do 50,000. Well, I'm not going to be able to have a group volume of 50,000 with 2 people on my team. So then you just have to start planning, like, okay, well, to do that, I'm going to need, X amount of reps. And I just took a straight guess, like, okay, I'll need this many people on my team. So to do that, I need to be adding this many. So then every single month I need to add this many. I break it down, literally down to the weeks and sometimes days. If it's a busy week for me, I'll break it down every single day to where I'm saying, like, I need to reach out to these 2 customers and ask them about being reps. Like Allie was saying, our customers are our best potentials. I totally agree with that. So keeping in close contact with them. But it's definitely something, like, beyond, your team being amazing, you have to plan your way there. And it doesn't just come like, oh, guess what happened? Woohoo, I hit it. Like, it was definitely, I know Lacey and I were texting this week just about how bad we wanted it, or right before it happened. So I guess it was last week. And just, texting back and forth about how bad we wanted it and how we hoped for each other. And I know that both of us, it was a very thought out, thoughtful process. As far as getting there. So I think that would be my goal after building an amazing team and being a great leader, is that you have to plan your way there. And that's pretty much it.
Well, I hope the birds have stopped chasing you. And I know that everybody, absolutely loves you and congratulates you and recognizes you. But you're exactly right. It doesn't happen by chance. It's not luck. You get there by working, you plan, you organize it, and it may happen in 3 months, it may happen in a year. You never know, but I do know this,
Yeah.
that you have been working at it, you've been disciplined, and you're an amazing leader. And we are so very happy for all that you're doing, and congratulations again.
Zach, thank
And
you.
to all three of those executives and all of our other executives, you've earned your trip to the Riviera Maya, and we are so excited. And we want as many of you at that trip as possible in January. We've got time to get there. Thanks to everybody for joining the call tonight. Congratulations to all those that are working so hard. We love you guys, and we are so happy for all that's going on. June's going to be an amazing month, and so is July and the rest of the year. So congrats again, everybody. Have a great night.